Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Katie, and I like to make cute little art videos. Recently, I've been doing a lot of character design around planets. I did the moon and the sun so far. By the way, if you haven't watched those other videos already, you might want to go and do that first because I'm probably going to be referencing them a lot. So I would recommend that before watching this video. But yeah, as I was saying, so far I've done the moon and the sun, and I thought today it would be cool if I tried and did Saturn. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, and enjoy! Yeah, so like I mentioned, I thought that it would be super cool if I did Saturn. The reason I chose this planet was because obviously there's a lot of rings, like elements involved, and I just really wanted to run with the idea of having a lot of jewelry on a character, so you can see me doing this little mini sketch right now. I end up keeping it for a while even though I don't really use it again, other than for reference. Yeah, I'm putting up some pictures of Saturn. These aren't mine. Yeah, I found them off of Pinterest. They aren't mine, I promise. But yeah, I just really wanted to do a character that had a lot of like jewelry, and I just really wanted to try a new aesthetic, and I think I accomplished that. I don't really know what this aesthetic is called. Maybe Saturn core or something cool like that. But yeah, here you can see me working on the pose, and I was honestly just trying to, wing it and go for something cool. The pose doesn't really reflect much on the actual character, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I made her skin tone the same color as the actual planet, like just by color picking from one of the references, just because I really wanted to make things a lot more literal than I have in my past two videos, of the planet series. Yeah, you can see me adding on these little like stripes onto her legs. I was just trying to incorporate the little like stripes on the actual planet a bit more. I toned them down a lot at the end, but I think they're really cute. So yeah, I don't really know how I came up with that, but I like it. I added this little blush on her like knees and elbows and stuff. And also it acted as shading just because I wanted to incorporate more colors, and so I make it a lot more orange. Here you can see me starting to work on the skirt. Also, I think the speed run might be moving a little slow. It's more like a slow run, so sorry about that. I'm really trying not to bore you, but I don't have that much footage, so you're gonna have to work with me here, guys. Yeah, I added these little stripes on the skirt and added this little blue because I noticed on the planet there actually is a little blue. Like, it might just be white and it looks blue in comparison. I don't know, color theory is weird. Is that just me? I find it like absolutely horrifying. Anyway, I give her this little like belly chain because again, a lot of jewelry and rings and stuff, and this little like almost ring pendant thing on the other side of her skirt. And I added this like little flame detail on the skirt too. I was really trying to go for a lot of detail because when you look at Saturn, it feels like a very maximalist planet. Like, she knows what she's doing with her life, if that makes sense. Here I start adding on a train for the skirt, and I kind of tried to turn this into like almost like the sky, because it's behind her, it's in the like background, and then she's in the foreground. I don't know, I was messing around. I added this like brownish gradient and obviously the little stars on it. I think I like the brown more than the black. It feels a lot more fitting with the character design. Yeah, I added a ton of like jewelry on her wrists and neck, and I give her these really pretty earrings that kind of remind me of rings like around the actual planet. I added these fluffy like cloud sleeves because I feel like when you like the space is kind of near the atmosphere, right? I don't know, I just thought it looked pretty, and again, she feels very maximalist. I added these huge like eyes in this like orange color to again try and color pick a little more from the actual planet, and this like huge fluffy pretty brown hair. And in the second design I do, you can see me like play a little more with the hair. Yeah, You can see me adding in shoes right now because I don't really know how I feel about her walking around barefoot, even though she honestly would kind of eat like that. I give her these like ballerina inspired shoes, like, you know, ballet flats with the little laced up thingies, but I end up changing them later on just because I didn't like how they look. I'm adding a little like finishing touches on the character just to make her like legs stand out more, and also her arms and stuff, and just like clarifying it, because I feel like the brush that I've been using, it's really pretty, but it kind of makes everything blend together almost. So yeah, I was going in with one of the default IbisPaint brushes. Yes, I use IbisPaint, I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get into Procreate, but I haven't brought myself to yet because it's really scary. So yeah, wish me luck. Anyways, I started fixing up the train and adding more details onto her jewelry and stuff like that, just to make the whole design, like as an entirety or whatever, feel super polished basically. In a few seconds you'll see me start like changing the train shape, and I make it more rectangular because I wasn't really vibing with the way it looked before. Like, I just feel like it's a lot prettier this way. I don't know, it doesn't have anything to do with the character design, but I think it looks cute, so we're going with it. Here you can see me starting to change the shoes, and I was really struggling with the anatomy at first because I was confused, like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I nail it in the end and add these little gold, like, lace-up shoes almost. I don't know what the actual term is. It's kind of similar to the, like, ballet flats that I did before, but I like these a little more, so yeah. At this point, I was kind of going back and forth between which shoe that I liked more, even though I obviously end up going with the gold one, as you can see me talking about it. Oh, this is interesting. Here is where I start working on the second design. I was originally going to do just this one, but I ended up like thinking that maybe I needed a little bit more footage because I'm already cutting the video a little short. So yeah, I decided that I would do second design and try and go into a bit more detail on her face and her outfit, and just like try to make a second design that looks like the same person, because I really struggle with that. You know, it's like same face syndrome, where you draw the same face for every character. I have the opposite issue. I cannot do one face to save my life. But yeah, here you can see me adding a lot more details onto the face, and I was just trying to like really bring across the like vibes of rings. I don't know how, but I feel like it kind of gives rings, right? Like, I feel like maybe it's the pupils, because there's kind of like a little like brown ring around the red or purple inside pupil. I don't know. Iris, there's a lot of eyeball analogy, and it's really weird and confusing. So that's just the eye. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail on that. Yeah, here you can see me working on the fuzzy little cloud sleeves, and I actually really struggled on these for a while. I couldn't figure out how to make them the same as the original, but I figured it out in the end. This is one thing that I really like about redoing a character design. It really like helps you remember how you did things, or like rediscover how you did things, or do something new if you can't figure it out. It's just like, obviously this isn't animated or whatever, but if it were to be into animation, I don't know, I'm not professional, okay, but I feel like it would be easier if you know, did like tests like this to see how long it would take you to draw the character if you already had the design planned out. But yeah, here you can see that I'm actually finishing up with the design, and I just, I really love the vibes of this character. Like, she feels very, I don't know what the word is, but there's just something about it that's so perfect. Yeah, but this is the end of the video. I really was trying to make this a lot more aesthetic than some of my past videos have been, please do not go look at those for my sake. It is actually scary and horrible and I will cry. So yeah. Yeah. On a more serious note, if you're watching this and you probably made it to the end, so thank you so much for enjoying. Again, if you haven't already watched the sun and the moon video that I made, I would recommend go watching those because they are kind of similar to this video and I had a lot of fun making them. And yeah, most of my other videos are pretty similar to this one too, so feel free to check those out. Okay, I'll stop being annoying. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.